Hello, and thanks for joining me. I'm Ricardo Pilon. I run Millennium AI, and I'm the founder of the AI Training Group. In the last 25 years, I have worked for airlines, consulting firms, and solution providers. And in the last 7 years, I have been an independent contractor, also working as a chartered business valuator, and I have also specialized in the strategic application of artificial intelligence in commercial strategy. You can find more about me online. Now, first, I'd like to kick off this conference by welcoming everybody to this conference, to this event. We created this event as a community practice to support creative ways of increasing the number and the quality of revenue streams in commercial aviation. But I would also like to present our new development and approach. I believe that we are actually at a crossroads of fundamental change or choice and what it means for you or me in commercial aviation. So I'd like to talk about iFlytail, a new offering that we are funding. It's not retailing per se, it's not a super app, but let's discuss why I think it is commercially necessary. I am convinced that we are approaching the plateau of incremental ancillary revenue soon. It may only grow organically as populations continue to grow. I also believe that we cannot continue to stack on items by continuing to plan our customers' engagement around flight departures. I believe there's a true opportunity to collaborate with individuals on how their inspiration drives their engagement. It is not based on departures. It is based on their budgets. It is based on their experiences or those that they seek, and in creating a holistic but balanced feeling. Depending on everything a customer chooses to buy from us, we can then calculate how much we should charge for the seat to win all of their expenditure. We accept that transportation itself remains a commodity it is today, but we can still retail the in-flight experience better. So we need a digital assistant, but not one provided by the airline for its journey. Not a super app, not an app that pushes only its content. The digital assistant is built by and for the customer. It is a decentralized approach to solve individual problems. It reflects how customers agree to be influenced today and continue to drive what they seek and buy through social commerce or at some point through metaverse. It's based on permission. There is agreement on privacy. It also meets GDPR. So there is collaboration. The customer segments themselves, but they allow the assistant to add layers through deep learning, insights that actually add value and benefits to the customer and are safe. How? Well, it uses an overall layer of a recommender system on top of all recommender systems. It helps you solve your puzzle and compare playlists against your budget according to your lifestyle, your preferences, or your rules. For instance, how do you compare trade-offs between spending more on luxury accommodation, activities, fancy dining, hip spas, or events versus what you are willing to spend on airfare and or in-flight perks? How do you compare these aspects? What goes on in your head? Well, I know we can capture it. We can then let you design it. The rest is a matter of presenting it to you as you pull in the recommendations and filter through them. And we price your bundles every time you change something in your bundle for better value. It is the place for differentiation, but also stickiness. And one key stakeholder determines how the various commercial layers work towards the end model, the individual customer. This commercial logic has to be unified and is built out from loyalty, where the deep analytics started. Now, let's look at some of the sales techniques we would be able to use. So this is what you can do. And even Airbus asked me how we can actually also bring this on board to continue in flight. You can create urgency. Add something now for $22 or pay $52 later. You can create stickiness. Add these three experiences and save $100 on the total. You can also complete something in flight, something that we find is missing and could be relevant. Well, let's say we offer it to you while you fly, and it will be $207 less than buying these things at destination. We could create a sense of loss. Add an upgrade for $199 now because it may not be available on the day of travel. We can also offer convenience. Purchase this book now for $24 instead of $49 and we'll deliver it to your home ready to take with you on your trip. We can focus on gratification. Add accommodation and get an instant upgrade or save $50 per night. We can also look at instant redemption. Reserve something now and you can cash in a Michelin star dinner worth $500 on us. Or if you click on all these other items and look further, you might be able to save up to another $584 on this trip. Or even better, let's compare. Why is it that we're offering you worth $10,000 or what else could you do for it? Before we started, I worked out a practical architecture with Databricks. We bring in the enterprise data, we add streaming data from any cloud, and we serve all the personas in a coordinated neo-commercial function around the customer. We manage layers of deep learning and departmental optimizers into a commercial layer where the use case is the customer's budget, their goals, and how the digital assistant solves the problems. This co-creation can happen. As I said, I worked with Databricks and they challenged me, but we showed how it worked. We defined the goals with the customer and we engineered up and downstream. Now you have to understand, this is not a black box of automation. This is the best combination of human intelligence and treating customers as human beings we want to build relationships with, but using computing power and technology to solve it in real time. That's how I define bringing benefits to people. That is also how you will be able to charge for it. So where does it sit? Well, to keep it short, the data lakehouse that unifies all existing and streaming data in real time is also the home of where people write the rules customers use as well. So the enterprise AI platform underpins your digital assistant. It is cloud native. It's also mobile. It's the customer's tool. And you can imagine the discussions we have. Because why is this relevant for Google, Meta, Amazon, or what could Amadeus, Sabre, or an airline like Air Canada do? Why would Airbus be talking to us? So what we're also doing with an airline startup. But let's talk about an existing airline as well. Just for a few minutes also talk about revenue management. I haven't forgotten how we work today and how we stack things and are improving forecasts, for example, by building in ancillaries, streaming data into the forecast for better bid prices, or aligning with network to drive better aircraft assignment and flight revenue optimization. We are doing things here with artificial intelligence, and we could do a lot more at enterprise level if we understood loyalty programs better across the other silos. But we remain flight-based, departure-focused. So we changed that, and we turned it on its head, because iFlyTail requires us to revenue manage customers. It will ultimately drive how much we bid for a seat to a customer who's actually willing to share their entire wallet with us. Now this even exceeds how casinos work because they push their own products. So in summary and for discussion, by 2025, Successful airlines will not rely on selling seats for higher margin revenue. Who will take airlines to a digital marketplace and become relevant in their customers' day every day? There's downstream and upstream retail too. NDC alone doesn't generate growth. That's about distribution, in fact. It's not about convenience. It's not about solving new problems or puzzles. Airlines need an updated transformation roadmap showing them how to build a digital marketplace around each customer in every context. Yes, our transformation journey will cover technology for you, but it's much more about organization design, about your customer and your people, but not your departments today. But we do need to make a better living, and we also need to be able to withstand crises. Enterprise AI will help us using the best combination of human intelligence and automation in real time. But we need to present it better in order to generate new pennies. Thank you very much for joining me today. So thank you again. I also wanted to add that I have a blog with Oliver Ranson in London. We share a lot of content, and a lot of that reflects the work we do with clients. I think it's useful to have this community, a community of practice. So please join us. It's free. You can sign up, and we'll hope to see you there as well. Thank you.